Hey everybody, welcome to my weekly reel. So if you are a prospective buyer or seller, or even just have any sort of interest in the housing market at all, you know that it is a very turbulent time right now. It's a lot to take in, a lot of crazy news constantly going on, things shifting, things are pretty crazy. It's very unique, very dynamic. So I'm sure you have questions, no matter which side of the fence that you're falling on, buyer, seller, renter, just looking, whatever it is, you have to have questions. It's perfectly normal. So myself, every morning I try to read as many resources and publications and articles and everything that I can, just to stay in the loop, of course, and try to be a resource to you. And I just wanted to go over the top questions that I have been getting recently. So here's just a few of the top ones I'm answering right now. I'm pretty much getting these three the most. So one, what's happening with mortgage rates, right? So rates have risen dramatically this year in response to higher inflation. It's pretty much that simple. And inflation is still not under control, so we're still projected to go higher because the Fed has to raise the rates to try to, grapple in this inflation and try to get us back to normalcy. But it's not happening, so they have to keep raising it, and then in turn, the mortgage rates are going up. Beginning of this year, you were around 3%, and right now you're around 7%. I mean, it could be an extra $1,000, $1,500 or so in your mortgage payment, just on that alone. So that leads into number two, where are home prices headed? So prices are moderating as the market cools. It doesn't mean that they're crashing down. It doesn't mean that we're in a bubble necessarily. No one has a crystal ball. We don't know what could happen. I mean, there's war talks and nuclear and this and that. You never know what could happen, but this moderation that's been happening, it really is perfectly normal. I mean, look at any stock in history. It has a huge run-up. It has to come back down to earth. It doesn't mean that the world is ending. It just has to regulate and be normal again. And then it'll have another run-up, and then it'll come back down and cool. That's just finance 101. Number three is, should I buy or sell right now? Obviously, if you're a prospective buyer or seller. That's a loaded question. I mean, that completely depends on your situation. So, that's something I would love to sit down with you in depth, and you just run everything by me, run your whole situation by me. Let's come up with a plan. I have a fiduciary responsibility to you, so I'm not just going to say, yeah, no, you got to sell, you got to buy. No, if it's something that's going to crush you, or something that's going to really leave you off in a bad place, or it's just something that doesn't make sense for you, no, don't buy, don't sell right now. There's no reason. But if it's something that does make sense for you to do, I mean, no matter whatever goes on in the world, people still have to move. People still have to, for whatever reason, they have to buy and sell their houses. So, you could be in that situation. Either way, if you have any questions at all, whether it's these three, probably his, or anything else, I'm here, I'm around, let's connect. Have a great weekend. Talk to you guys soon.